Hey guys, Nicholas live here, coming to you from this post-apocalyptic town called Pančevo. That's the very old, destroyed industrial zone, and yeah, it's a pretty unhealthy place to be in. However, I'm just passing by and on my way to return home from the holidays, and I was reminded that I really want to make a video about something specific, which really helped me a lot for last 4 nights and 4 days. But overall, in the last year or 2 years, I knew about this, and it's almost like a mental hack, which I selfishly kept to myself, but I think you guys need to try yourself. It's a form of reprogramming your own brain and meditation, which I use to help me with finance. Getting my fitness goals, getting my relationship goals, and it's really easy to be lost in a life of distractions, because let's be honest, the modern 21st century is quite, excuse my language, a shitstorm of information, and it is almost impossible for anybody who's a normal human being to process everything from all the movies, advertisements, internet, YouTube, Facebook, Instagram, and I can go on, and you're just literally bombarded with information. And productivity is, I'm pretty sure, at its all-time low ever since, for hundreds of years, for sure. And it's time that we take our own brains back from all distractions. And it sounds kind of stupid. This may sound cheesy or too simple to be true, but I'll go ahead and give you the secret anyway, and you guys, go run with it, try it. It's called 9-Day Challenge, if I remember, by Jesse Elder. I don't think he was the original one who thought of this, but he's a really good mentor in productivity. He's quite expensive, but this is some of the stuff I heard from him just for free, and it's amazing, honestly. You really need mentors in life, anything you want to achieve. But this is called 9-Day Challenge because supposedly it is impossible to do it for 9 days in a row. And I've done it a couple times for 6, 7, 8 days, but life seems to change so fast that you can't really keep up. And at the end of the day, it's all about hyper focusing on specific things in your life and getting them done, just that and nothing else. It is just about becoming a laser instead of like a strobe or a bright light, and like being laser focused on exactly what you want to complete in life. So this exercise is done each night right before you fall asleep. So the moment you're in your bed and you're about to fall asleep, what you do is it's like a pen and paper and write down some thoughts. And this, I was told this works by some health and doctor people, and they say that the brains are quite easily the brain is quite exposed when it's sleeping, or right about when it's about to fall asleep, or right when you're about to wake up. And I think this is the reason why it works. But essentially, all you do is write down like a couple of goals you have, like making more money, having a six-pack, and I don't know, getting some girl you want to get. But you have to you must not use more than 3 or 4 goals, because you cannot diversify yourself and spread yourself out too thin. So you select maybe 2 or 3 things you really want, and write down exactly what you did today to get one step closer. And it could be like super small things, just like any baby steps you completed today. They got you closer to those exact goals. So like I would write down, like yesterday evening, I wrote down right before I fell asleep that I made some really important. I answered some really important emails. I was able to set up some important meetings, and this got me closer to making more money. I messaged some old female friends, which I really want to see again, and this got me closer to my to my goal of abundance with friends and females. And I also wrote down how I walked for like an hour outside in the deep snow and on ice, which got me closer to my fitness goals. And it's as simple as that, just writing down what you did that got you close to those goals you want. This is for you specifically, right before you fall asleep. But you have to use a pen and paper. It's super important. and then you fall asleep normally. And when you, but you, one last thing before you finish is you write down how you want to feel when you wake up. So you want to feel energized or productive or happy or respected or you know, feel respect to other people. And right when you're about to wake up, what you do is you just have to remember to, like, the moment you become self-aware, but before you move or open your eyes, you still, like, stay in that moment as long as possible, because that's a really key moment when you wake up and when your brain switches from sleep to being conscious. So right, like when you feel you're about to wake up and you feel it's time to get up, but before you open your eyes or move any of your muscles, just try to keep the moment extended from a millisecond to half a second or a second or a couple of seconds, and stay there as long as possible, and let your brain automatically reflect on your own life. And it's a really simple exercise of self-reflection, but all it does is hyper focuses you on things you really want, and helps you eliminate all the bullshit in your life, and helps you just become a laser, which is something really powerful. And you'll be surprised how things just start happening in your life once you get really determined on what you want. And I was told, and from my experience, it's actually really hard to keep this up for more than 9 days, because your life actually becomes so fun and so good that you forget to do this one simple exercise, because there's too many cool things happening in your life. And I can definitely confirm that I've been doing this exercise for the last 4 days, because I felt really unproductive the last 2 months because of all the holidays. And I do want to extend my apology officially and publicly to Dan and Cam himself, because we have been working together and I wasn't as productive as I really wanted to be last 2 months. And this is my attempt at grabbing my own life back in my own hands, and just taking control of my brain and being productive. And for the last 4 days, because I've been doing this, you know, mental exercise, I've had the most vivid, clear, and amazing dreams. And I normally, first of all, don't even have dreams most of the time, or can't remember them. And I have happy, good, positive, fun dreams, maybe like once a month, once a year. But I guess because ever since I started this exercise, last 4 days, I've had the most clear, amazing, fun, energizing, and bright, like just vivid dreams. And it's literally, it's mind-blowing. And the only thing that I can correlate happening at the same time frame is this exercise, which I've been doing. And I think it's really time for me to first of all, be more productive with YouTube, for example. I'm definitely gonna write this video down in my notes tonight, because I feel really productive releasing and helping other people with YouTube. And I also feel that I need to stop being selfish and hold information for myself, because you guys deserve it just as much as I do. And at the end of the day, you guys are not competing with me. My life is on a whole different level, continent, country than most of the guys I know of, and maybe the most of the guys that watch YouTube right now. So you gotta look at life as not something you're competing with other people, but something that you have to live for yourself and help other people. So this is my best attempt at giving it a fresh start in 2019, and I wish you guys a productive and happy 2019. And I hope you guys at least try this for a couple of days. You might be surprised what will happen. I mean, it's 2 minutes before you fall asleep, and 2 minutes, like 10 couple of seconds when you wake up. Give it a try.